when you see the red line here and the blue one is looping really strong over, like wide going out. So the blue is here, it's going wide. The red here is wide. And so when that blue kind of comes out and then it cuts into the red, that is like a real good sign that things going to go the way you want. That's one thing you look for. And then also here, you see everything is moving up. These candles here are moving up. You know, at some point then they're going to start moving down. And so this was showing downward movement. So that's why I got in over here at $28. That'd be $30. What I'm looking for now is like big ways so you ain't got to get the $5 something. You're getting a whole amount of money. So here it is $28 I could get from here. I could have already taken the 13 or whatever from there. But it's about right now trying to look for them defining moments. Like I say, the blue is away from the red here. And then the blue comes up, it just goes right, loops right into the side of the red. And that's right there where I got in at. And as you can see, this is showing 1250, and it looked like it's going to stay below. If I wanted to take these right here, I could have taken this just by hitting the close button and then closing out, and then I would get to $12. But what I'm trying to do now is learn how to ride this whole thing out and be right up on it, and so I can get this amount here, which is $28, almost $30, and this is only in one position. On my last previous charts, I did this up on 3 different candles at the same time, and all 3 of them went green. Went green for the whole entire 5 minutes. So this is some good stuff right here. I just want to see if it's accurate to where you can, like I say, just leave it in there for the whole 5 minutes and get it, or should you scalp and take what's given to you? Like right now, they're giving me $13.50 right there. I could take. Now you can imagine if I was in 2 positions, this would be worth 26. 3 positions, this would be about 39. 4 would be around 50. You know, so this is only 1 position. But like I say, when the blue right here, they're showing the blue, and it comes up and cut the red. Even there, it's kind of like, and in between there, it's not that big of a gap. But even right there, if you would have did that right here, you see where the green right here continues to grow. You would have got money in right in the green, even going with that right there. So right here, I just got it right there with the red right there coming. And right now, as you can see, we down to about 54 seconds, 53. And at the end of this 53 seconds, I got $28.75. It's about now, more or less, first seeing the gap and everything kind of coming up in there. And then when the way it cuts in, crosses over, you know. And also now, if this was going green, 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 and then it's crossing over, I would be watching to see up here, is this really coming down? Because this mainly tells you that there's a transaction going to happen. And in some cases, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going down, but in most cases it do, especially if you look here. If you look here, is this blue is coming up, coming up, coming up, and then it looks like it's curving right into the red. And plus up here, you also see this green is reaching up, and then you can see these right here coming down with red too. See right there, I just got the $28 because this candle is over now. It's starting a new one. Okay. Now how to fish for these options is like right now, here's the blue and the red. They kind of got some gap in between them, which that is one of the things that you want to be looking for. How far away is this red line down here and this blue line right here? Okay. And like I said, I'll be going down through the other candles. Click on this right here, then it'll show you what the candle with the blue and red line is doing. This ain't nothing I want to get in right now because one is kind of skinny, and the blue and the red is just running side by side each other. That is not a big move. Like I say, you can tell when it's going to be a big move when it kind of spreading out. You see the way this is spreading out? Even right here, if I would have got in right here, this would have got me money because the red now is going down. This is all this space between this blue line and this red. And as you can see, if I would have got in right where that crossed over, I would have got in right on this red candle and rolled this right down through there. And this would have been on roughly about 3 minutes left in that candle. 4 and then 5, I would have been already below that right there. You know, so those are ways, like I say, this has been really effective simply because it's simply taking the blue line and it's cutting into the red versus they ride alongside each other. Like even probably if I get into this one again on the next round, it might still have enough red power to carry over. But right now I'm looking for like more guaranteed where I'm catching it right at the beginning. I'm not really trying to go in for the second round up on it. Because look at what's happened on the second round. See how the green is trying to show up there? So that's why you don't want to be greedy. You just kind of want to get it. See how that blue is curving in? Boom. If you get in right there, you would have gotten that money there. Also, what I'm trying to look for is primarily the middle line is where I'll be shooting for. You know, I'm not going out here for the 81. I'm looking for something in the 50s and the 60s up in this area. And like I say, most of the time, you're going to try to catch these at the beginning of a candle. Like even right here, this right here is only offering $3.50. That means if you lose, you're going to lose around $97. So that ain't something you want to do. You know, but I like the way it's going wide. You see how the red is up there, the blue is down there. They're going wide. So when they connect, that blue going to loop into the red. When that does that, that's your opportunity to get in. See the way the blue is coming out? It's going wide away from the red. That's what you're looking for. And we're talking about on the MACD, this down here. All you're doing is looking at the red line, blue line. And you see how nice and wide they come apart? Usually those going to develop into nice cut in like that right there and give you opportunity when they connect again. And the blue used to come up and hit it. Okay, so that's one of the ones you might want to keep in mind, the GBP, JP. That's why you might want to keep in mind. You know, just watch it and see when this blue start to curve in into the red and how it curves in. Now, if they run side by side each other, even here, they kind of ran side by side each other after going wide, but that worked out good. It might be the same for this here where they run side, they're going to curve out like this far away. The red is here, line is here, the blue is down here, and then it's going to steal the blue and then curving in at some point. And whenever they cross in, that's when you want to be there. Right now, matter of fact, I could leave it on right now. I'm still scanning up and down, but I definitely want to come back to the GBP versus Japan. So let me see. That's Great Britain. Right here, you saw this is kind of flat, and then they go in together. And I wouldn't really trust that because even though it went up a little bit and then it dropped down, that's just ain't a good look right there. Now, if I would have got in right here, even that is kind of iffy. It's a lot of iffy when the lines are running like this right here. You know, it's got to be almost like a good, clean jump in. I would avoid that there. Now, like I said, I'm going to go back to the GP. I think it was for the GP Jappy, I think it was, just to see how it is. As you see, it's still going wide. That's good right now. You don't want to do nothing until that blue line starts to try to cut in and then crosses that red line. The blue is up right here. The red line is here. You want the red is a signal line and the blue is the MACD line. And you want the MACD line to cross right into the signal line. The red is the signal line. Blue here, that is the MACD line. You want the MACD line to kind of be distant from the signal line. Okay? You're not looking at that right now. It's good seeing these red bars right here, which showing red momentum, the red bars right here. But right now, I'm also mainly focused on the interaction between the signal line and the MACD line. because like I said, when it turns out, even right now, you see it starting to bend some, the blue, it's starting to bend. That means it's thinking about curving up into the red. Okay. So right now, I could right now be checking up on the other ones. Like I can see what the U.S. and Europe is doing. That one doing almost the same thing where the blue is almost trying to curve up to the red. There's some right there, but it didn't quite do it yet.